Is it normal to feel guilty about taking breaks at work? You'll work for a good chunk of your life, and if you don't take breaks, you'll burn out faster. Not feeling guilty about breaks is hard, and I understand how that feels. Do your best to take care of yourself and remember that your company doesn't have feelings and will replace you if when you leave. Though, if you feel guilty, it's because they've gotten in your head that you owe them more than you do. Z. Sounds like your strict parents are where this comes from. You are paid to do your job by meeting all of your deadlines and finishing all of your tasks, not to constantly be busy. You are doing your job by meeting all of your deadlines and finishing all of your tasks, thus meeting your end of the agreement. Your boss doesn't care how much of the time in your chair is spent typing, or looking at the phone, or whatever. All that matters is that the work gets done. As far as fearing you're slacking off or being lazy when taking a break, know that your employers are never worrying if they are slacking off on paying you, and perhaps they should be paying you more. Just remind yourself that your bosses do not feel guilty about not paying you more, and will not feel guilty if they have to lay people off. Don't give your employers more than they are entitled to. You're supposed to take breaks. Does a battery feel guilty for recharging? Work do not care about you. You are replaceable at a moment's notice and a number. Take your breaks and don't feel guilty about anything. Fuck that, never feel bad for taking what is legally owed to you. Some of my coworkers tried to give me shit for actually taking all my breaks cause they saw me reading books. The military definitely taught me not to gaff. If I'm legally allowed to do it, I'm going to. Corporations can pound sand and I'll never be apologetic for saying that. Never be afraid of, nor loyal to your job. Rest assured they wouldn't hesitate to toss you aside in a moment's notice. Yes, take breaks. Don't feel bad. Finish the work. That's all that is required. You're there 8 hours and you'll probably spend more time at work than anywhere else in your life. You don't have to be working every single second while you are there. This just means you are a good worker. In fact, if you aren't paid well, you should look for a new job. Or start your own business. There are plenty out there who are fine with doing the bare minimum and collecting a paycheck every few weeks. That may be why they seem okay with taking their breaks and not feeling guilty. This is just my opinion. Hell nah. Make no mistake, your company doesn't give a shit about you, so don't feel like you should go above and beyond. No, your employer would sell you out, or sell your children in seconds and without thought if it were legal and had only positive consequences. Corporations exist to exploit your labor for profit. Never have any loyalty to a machine. A corporation is merely a financial vessel, a machine for profit. It cannot have loyalty and therefore should never be given it. Take your breaks. Every time you take a break, even if you don't feel like it, you are standing up for workers' rights and honoring those who fought for those rights and doing your part to ensure the rights for future workers. Just remember this. If you find a better job, you are almost required to give 2 weeks notice, and from my experience, most places will treat you worse after that notice. Your leaving will not ruin the company will be fine. If they decide to, for a reason that has nothing to do with you, let you go without a moment's notice so that they can have more money short term. It could ruin you and your family if you can't find another job quickly enough, but they don't care about that often. Take your breaks, our benefits are very few. The normal thing is 2 breaks and a lunch. The longer you go without a break, the higher chance productivity or the quality will decline. Not from a single physical level, but a mental one. Focus starts lacking if you do something in one sitting for too long. That's why schools have breaks, lunches, and why teachers tell students the homework should be done throughout the week. It's for things like this. Nah, I take many breaks. As long as I meet my expectations, why does it matter if I fuck around? Not like it'll get you more money if you don't. They'll just expect even more. Play the system, man, cause it's already playing you. Did you grow up in an abusive environment where you didn't feel safe to make a mistake? That is healthy. Just sitting at a desk the whole day is really unhealthy. Take a break every now and then. Take your eyes off the computer screen every 20 minutes. Long as the company is making record profits, no biggie 2x4. Half the time like now you think I'm on Teams, or looking something up, or texting coworker, or procuring for the lab, really. Just browsing Reddit, Twitter, Xvids, YouTube, etc. I think depending on your job and your relationship with your colleagues, yeah. I work in a school, and our class is particularly tough, so my team only takes 30 minutes for lunch even though we officially get an hour unpaid lunch break. In previous jobs I was clock watching and took every single minute I was entitled to.